Hello, this is Air Engine Research Channel. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. If you're a first-time looker, I hope that you'll be interested in what we're doing and subscribe and join with us in the future for comments and suggestions. Today I'm going to be talking about two of the engines that I tried to build, and the first one is a three-cylinder engine that I've had on a few videos, but for any new people, I will go ahead and show just a short amount of the video just to let you see what it is, and then we'll go into some of the drawings and some of the costs that would be involved in trying to build one if you had machine work done on it. I did all the work myself, and I managed to get it to where it would run and worked okay. It's not perfect, but it runs. So I'll go ahead and show you a short part of that video and then talk some more about it. Just setting free, it vibrates, but it's not really severe enough that you can't control it. So maybe if I mount it in some kind of like a fiber rubber mounting, that may take care of the problem. I don't know. So as you could see, the thing did vibrate somewhat, but not that bad really, because I was able to just support it a little bit with my finger, and then holding on to the air valve did okay also. This is kind of one of the drawings. I don't have the originals anymore because of my computer crash that I had, and I had to make some pictures of some of the paper drawings that I have, but they at least give you an idea of what the number of parts and things would be in there, and some of the costs on them. Like the lower plate, that's $414 for just that plate. The cylinders, they're about $340 for those. The valves, they would be around $365, and bearings and various things like that. So it would be pretty expensive to actually make that particular motor. The design of it is made such that I'm using 3 cylinders on the plate, but you could put 6 on it by just adding a cylinder on the other end of the drive. And it does have 2 plates, an upper and a lower plate, that are supposed to make it balanced. It could possibly be made with maybe 1 plate if it was balanced somehow. This is another picture of that single plate, and for 1 plate, if you had it machined, it would cost $348. For 6 of them, you could get them for $624 at $102 a piece. So the more pieces you have, the cheaper it is in the long run. Most of the expense is up front, having them set up to do the machine work. So you can see that there would be some pretty expensive parts in those things. The next one that I'm going to be talking about is a four-cylinder one that is made with a ring that rotates around the outside, and it has what I call push-pull valves, which are a little different than the first ones you saw. Those were flat. These are round, and they've got ports turned into them so that air can go in and out where it needs to. And the pistons are positively attached to the ring so that you don't have any slapping or noise. There's a bearing on the inside and on the outside of the ring to maintain that constant connection. So I'll show you a short video of this one. So that one, I should have maybe tried to adjust the air so that it shows you the response time that it has, you know, when it starts and when it stops, and if you want to accelerate with it. I think both of the two engines that we just looked at would be powerful enough to drive a small pickup truck like I'm going to try to do. And here will be some of the drawings that I did to show you kind of how that looks. They look pretty complicated in this drawing anyway, but the next one I kind of colored it a little bit so it's a little easier to see what's there. There again, like I say, it's a four-cylinder. The lower part down there would be used to increase the output speed to drive the transmission. On my 5-speed pickup truck, the input speed has to be 2400 RPMs to be going 60 miles an hour, so I'm not sure what the gear ratio would have to be on this air engine to that output shaft, but that could be calculated, I guess, to get it to go 2400 RPM at a reasonable speed with the air engine. This is the ring that I made. I took a 12-inch pipe that I bought, and I used an air grinder, and I cut around the ring to produce this ring, and then I ground it off and did the best I could to make it smooth and balanced. And in order to buy that ring or have that ring machined, it would be about $577. So I'm happy that I was able to produce the ring and make it work for my prototype anyway. This is a mounting bracket that would be put on each side of that bottom bracket that goes underneath the ring to hold the ring to the plate. And this would be the bottom plate that the drive from the air engine goes through that center hole, and then the secondary drive shaft that goes to the transmission would be going through that, and then the two gears would have to be meshed together. So again, you can see there's quite a few parts involved in this, and it's a simple motor. It would be very simple to do any maintenance on it or repairs. Nothing is hard to get to, and I think it would be a very good engine to work on and to have. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But once again, if you think you would enjoy hearing and seeing some of the things that I've done over the years, you would be able to subscribe. I have about 14 or 15 videos that you'd be able to look at and see some of the things in the history of what I've done. I still have several that I need to talk about, and I'll be going over those in the near future. But until then, if you have any comments or suggestions, I would appreciate putting those on the video, and it'll give us something to talk about in the future, and maybe you can add some things to help. So for now, goodbye.